Welcome to the Outlook for Windows and Mac, What's Coming Soon. My name is Kathy Thompson. I'm the Design Manager for Outlook Windows and for Mac. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the history of the most recent announcement we did for Outlook for Windows Visual Refresh, and then a little bit of why we did it, kind of the evolution of it, and then I'll talk a little bit about what's coming soon for Outlook and Windows and for Mac. And then Vivek and Amanda will kind of deep dive into more specifics around Outlook for Windows and Outlook for Mac. So first I want to take a little trip back and show you all the history of Outlook for Windows and Mac. The top two rows are Windows and the bottom row is Mac. And I love this slide because it kind of shows where we've been and where we are right now, and sort of encourages us to move to the future and evolve the application. Over the past 20 years, Outlook has been your control center, and it has a lot of powerful capabilities. Helps you control your messages, reply and compose emails to your coworkers and friends and family, manage your calendars, manage your tasks and your contacts. But over this time, we've sort of added more and more features, and it's become a little bit overloaded, complex, and frankly, kind of inconsistent and overwhelming. So as a design manager, we kind of went through this exercise of where we want to move Outlook for Windows. So I'm going to kind of walk you through some of that. So up until now, our consistent criticisms for Outlook for Windows have been a lot of performance issues. It's been that it crashes, it's too slow, also that it's just too complex. It's not easy to use. It's hard. It's hard to learn as well, and that search is really unreliable. For Mac, similar things, but a little bit different. Reliability and sync have been one of our top asks, like one of our biggest criticisms. Also, we kind of have an aging UX. We spent the last couple years trying to come to parity with Outlook for Windows, and it's been hard to kind of keep up. Also, the biggest complaint from users and customers is kind of twofold. One, we get, you're not Mac enough, and you're not Windows enough. And so we're kind of like, what do we do? What do we do? So we're kind of in this in-between stage. So it's a lot of complexity to deal with. So where we started with, we have the telemetry to kind of prove that there's a lot of aging features that we put in that aren't frequently used. Also, let me just do over here. Our UI has been really cluttered with all these extra features that we've been put into the UI. We haven't done a good job introducing new features, which is another big complaint from customers, causing a lot of confusion with unclear concepts, nonlinear workflows, a lot of inconsistent UI, imagery, icons, strings. It's just a lot of complexity. For Outlook for Mac, we've sort of, like I said earlier, a lot of aging UX, and we're just in this middle phase of you're not Mac enough, you're not Windows enough, who are you? So we kind of took a step back in our goals. We really want to streamline workflows for our customers based on key scenarios so you can do your jobs faster. We also want to optimize for fundamentals and UI craftsmanship to help you focus. Craftsmanship is one of these things where there's visual craftsmanship, there's engineering craftsmanship, and we want to meet them at the same place. We also really want to listen to our users and our customers, and we've been doing this a lot through user studies, focus groups, Compass Connect, which is a program that we have through Outlook, listening to our customers on how they use Outlook and our features. We want to make sure that it's easier to use, easier to learn for you, for the next generation of Outlook users. We also want to make it more modern, more simplified, and like I said, with the Mac experience, unique to the users that we have. All of these things will help you get things done faster, and stay organized. So we've kind of taken a little bit of approach on this. And you can see on the top row is sort of our desktop, our Windows, and the bottom row is Mac. We started looking at the data and applying it to the design. This is like the first bubble that you see on this line. We really took the telemetry, analyzed the data to find where people were using the most features. In the second step, we took our original designs in front of all our users. You can see on the top one for Windows, we're a little farther ahead, like we just released a visual refresh. In the bottom, in the Mac refresh, we're kind of halfway through. But we spent a lot of times with focus groups, a lot of customers. We've done longitudinal studies with our companies. We've done a lot of usability sessions. We call them speed dating sessions, which is kind of quick user groups, user study groups. Hallway studies within Microsoft, just asking people as they walk through the halls, what do you think about this design? Would you use this? We've been testing it internally with Microsoft Dog Food. And then recently, we just released the visual refresh in a new feature called Coming Soon, which I'll talk to a little bit about. On the Mac side, we're about halfway through, and Vivek will kind of go into more details on where we're at with the Mac side. So this is the research and feedback phase. I think the key here in our process is research and feedback. We go back and we reiterate the design, improve it, bring it back to our customers, get more feedback, iterate again, and keep doing that process. So we're not done with this process by any means. We're kind of at a phase where we feel like we're in a good place now. We're going to let you guys use it. We'll continue to listen to your feedback and iterate the design as we go. So an example of this, I'm going to show you the simplified ribbon that we just released. So the simplified ribbon is really a goal of ours to make Outlook for Windows less complex. We took the original ribbon, streamlined it into one row of commands. And we originally started this design with using the most commonly commands in the ribbon. And it's not that many, to be totally honest. And as we brought it into user studies and had our customers start using it, the first thing they said was, where's my quick steps? Where's my address book? You're not going to remove that, are you? And so we went back and we were like, we really need a quick way to customize this ribbon for users who use a specific command a lot during their day. This will also help for users who use add-ins specifically, like on a daily workflow. So you just right-click on a command, click Pin to Ribbon, and quick steps are back in your ribbon. So it's a quick and easy way for you to keep that command in your ribbon at all times as you use it, wherever you go. So this was a good example of how we got feedback, iterated, went back and got more feedback, iterated again, and continuously did this. And there was a lot more steps before we got to this point, but this is just one example of how we got there. I mentioned coming soon, so this visual refresh had just got it announced about a month ago in September, beginning of September. And we're launching it in a place called Coming Soon. It's a pane that opens up on the right-hand side. And when you click on Coming Soon button, the pane opens up, and there'll be a card in there explaining about the visual refresh. This is just our beginning phases of sort of a new way of how we want to do change management. One of the biggest things we hear from our customers is you don't do a good job telling us when these new UI changes come, or when it's coming, how it's coming. And my users come in on a Monday right before a presentation, and they turn on their Outlook, and suddenly everything's changed. That does not help you at all, and it doesn't really help us. So we're trying this new feature called Coming Soon, where we're going to put in new big UI disruptive features. And what I mean by UI disruptive features is just that. If it's going to change a major pattern or habit of our users, we want them to be able to look at it, test it out on their own time, and know that it's coming at some point, not on by default, and they just come in one day. So quickly, you can toggle it on. There's a little toggle right by the button. You toggle it on. There's your visual refresh. You can try it out. You can toggle it back off. Go back to, if you're not quite used to it yet, you can toggle it off, try it again. So this is a new way of how we're going to approach this. And now I'm going to show you a little video, just a little quick video of the visual refresh. It's quick. There's a longer one on our blog if you want to check it out. I'm excited to talk about the changes to Outlook for Windows. We've simplified the user experience and making it easier to get things done. The overall core experience of Mail is simpler, cleaner, and more modern. The most significant addition in this user experience update is the introduction of the simplified ribbon. It is easily expandable, so you're always in control. Additional updates have been made across the entire Mail experience. To help you stay in control of your day, updates have also been brought to the Outlook calendar. Coming soon makes it easier for you to adopt change. Turn it on, and now you can provide us with feedback right in the app. We're obsessed about making things better for you. Like I said, I just want to reiterate, this is not a one-time push that we want to refresh Outlook for Windows or for Mac. It's kind of a sustained change of how we want to work. We're starting with the Mail module, and we're going to continuously improve each module as we go. And I'll show you a little bit of what we're going to do next. One of the big feedback items that we've gotten through the Coming Soon so far is that you and our customers want denser settings. The feedback has been really positive so far, but the one little negative feedback is, I want to see more. So we're going to create a density setting that will allow in your folder pane and your message list and your compose header to be a little bit more denser, a little bit more tighter. So this we can see more folders, more messages, and it also will help on smaller screens to see more. Another thing that we're working on is search, and if anybody of you attended the search session yesterday, this is part of that effort. So the first thing we're going to do is work on search from the back end. We're going to make it faster, better, more reliable. That's one of our complaints that we heard. So we're working on that right now. The next step, which will come soon, is moving the search box to the top. This is a bigger change for Outlook for Windows and for Office in general, but we're really excited about moving it to the top and making it more prominent. You'll see search suggestions there, as well as people you often interact with. The next step after this will be the search coherence effort across Office, so searching for things across the Office ecosystem. Another thing we're working on to the left of the folder pane is what we call the account switcher. Right now, when you have multiple work accounts attached to Windows for Outlook, you have to scroll a lot through your folder pane to get to the additional accounts. So adding this account switcher at the top here has two accounts. It'll be faster and easier to switch between the two accounts. Make sure that we have peripheral awareness of new messages coming in. And another thing, we want to make sure that we're not breaking any existing user flows. That was also a very big goal of ours, is that we'll continue to have an all accounts view, just like you have today. Another piece of feedback that we have been getting as we were testing this through users and talking to customers is that they want to be able to customize this account icon. So if you have multiple Outlook work accounts, like maybe you have your main account and a support account, I want to make sure that I can differentiate between the two accounts. So whether it's creating initials, color, icons, imagery, maybe it's your photo, whatever that may be, we want to be able to ensure that you can customize it. So here you can see this is an idea of a dialog that would pop up that you can customize this, depending on your need. Like I said earlier, we're starting off with Mail and some calendar issues, but next we're going to do a big refresh to the calendar surface. We're focusing a lot on the UI and the craftsmanship and really making this beautiful. We're going to make it more modern. We are exploring visual representations of past events. You can see the date before the 10th. The events are slightly faded back. We're working across the Outlook endpoints to kind of make this coherent. So if you're on web or Mac or desktop or mobile, that this calendar representation is the same. We're going to be unifying the calendar colors. So as you go across your Outlooks, your calendar color will remain, if it's orange here, it'll be orange on this endpoint as well. In different views in calendar, we're exploring how to help you recognize what day it is faster and easier. You can see on the Monday the 10th, it's much more clearer that today is the 10th. And I know we've heard feedback from users and workarounds that they've created on how to help them identify the day faster and easier. Also, here's the day view as well. So just bringing all these visual consistencies across the mail surface and tons more updates. These are just a few of the things that we're working on. And there's a calendar session tomorrow morning to talk about more of those details. So check that session out. And next, I'll hand it off to Vivek, and he'll go a little bit more into the Mac.
Awesome. Thanks, Kathy. So hey, everyone. My name is Vivek. I'm in the Outlook for Mac team. And before I get started, just want a quick show of hands. How many Outlook for Mac users do we have in the audience? Awesome. Well, quite a few. Cool. All right. So rather than go through a bunch of slides, I'm actually going to jump in right into demos. So I'm going to be spending the next 30 minutes or so actually live showing you different things that we are bringing to Outlook for Mac soon and some things that are coming much later. So I'm just going to switch here. All right. So before I kind of get started, I just want to kind of walk through what Outlook looks like today. Hopefully for all of our Outlook for Mac users here, this is very familiar. This is the mail module. This is the calendar module. And continuing from where Kathy left off, I'm actually going to switch over to the user experience update that we've been working on. So I want to preface this with like two things before I switch over. One is the build that you're seeing here. This is actually a internal engineering build. It's pre-dog food. So this is not even in Microsoft dog food yet. This is team dog food. So this very early look at what we are doing in Mac for the user experience update. We don't have timelines for this update yet. We are still working through things. But let's go ahead and get started. So first off, like Kathy mentioned, we are going to have a switch. So users can switch between the current experience and the new experience and go back anytime they choose to do so. The other thing is we will give IT admins this control too. So for your tenant, you can choose to deploy this switch or not. So if you choose to stay behind in the old UI for a while, you can choose to do so. So with that, I'm going to switch over to the new UI. Gives me a quick warning because it requires Outlook to restart. There's no data loss, so Outlook will just restart. So and there you go. This, again, I'll leave this up here for a second, but it's an early look, no time frames. We're early in the kind of process of working on this UX. A lot of what Kathy said so far applies to Mac in terms of how we are thinking of sort of updating our user experience. So starting off, we'll introduce this new experience with a first run experience. Right now, it's fairly primitive. It's just a dialog box that tells you things that are new, but we plan to replace this with a call-outs-based first run that kind of guides users through what the new experience is like. So I'm going to dismiss this and leave this up here for a minute or so for everyone to take a look at. And I'll start walking through the various parts of the experience. So first off, the ribbon is now simplified. So we have a more simplified, cleaner version of the ribbon. Again, we looked at our telemetry in Outlook for Mac to look at what are the most used commands and put them up here. This experience is fully customizable. I'll show you how. So we are looking at like putting the power back into the user's hands. If they choose to put a different button up here, they can. The other thing that we are working on for this command bar or the simplified ribbon experience is this is the first version of this when you boot up Outlook will be built on your own usage. So if you're an archiver, when Outlook boots into this new UI, it will show you the archive button first. And then you can choose to customize this further by simply right-clicking. You open up a customization panel. And this allows you to kind of pick and choose between what commands you use most, or do you want to just go with the suggested toolbar that Outlook put in front of you. So for now, I'm just going to remove, delete, and archive both. I tend to use the delete, archive, hover commands on message list. But I do like my reply, reply all, and forward buttons on the toolbar, right? So I have them here in this new experience, but I also like them up here on my toolbar. So I just made that change. The other thing that I like to do is I also like to create as meeting. So I like if I get an email, I like to create it as a meeting. So I put that up on the toolbar. And then let's see. Yeah, and then the other thing is we've put what we call primary commands up here in the toolbar, we do have an ellipsis. So we are looking at various ways in which we'll use this ellipsis, whether it's a true overflow, where commands kind of just flow into this ellipsis, or as it's now, which is just basically a set of backup commands. This is also where your add-ins live. So for now, all of your add-ins that you've installed through the store, let me open up the Office add-ins panel. This is where you can add and remove add-ins. So any add-in that you install shows up. Once you've installed it, it'll show up here in this menu. As part of our customization work that we are doing, we are thinking of various ways in which you can also choose to pin your favorite add-in directly to this simplified ribbon that you see on top. The other thing that we are doing with this new UX, kind of just walking through the various parts of it, is we are not just focused on like a new UX. We are also focused on making productivity improvements, like making this easier for Outlook users to use, to triage their email quickly. And so to that point, the two things that we are looking at introducing as part of this UX update, first one is this concept of My Day. So My Day was a feature that was in Outlook for Mac 2011. We're bringing it back, but with a twist. We are starting with a view of your upcoming events, your meetings in your mail view. So you don't have to switch to the calendar view. You have a view of your mail, calendar right in your mail, just helping you a little bit with productivity. And it's not just a view of your calendar. It's also you can action on them. So for instance, over here, I see in 9 minutes, I have this legal review coming up. And I don't want to attend this legal review, so all I have to do is go here, and right here in this event card, I can choose to just decline this event, and boom, I have declined the event. When it syncs back up, it disappears from My Day, right? So My Day is not just about looking at your calendar, but it's also about taking action on events that are in your calendar. You can even join meetings. The other thing is you can see who's accepted or declined your event. So attendee tracking. So attendee tracking is now coming in the event cards where I can see my daily stand-up. I have 3 people who've accepted, 2 who've declined. And then I can also click here to see everyone who's accepted and declined. So that's My Day. So that's productivity update number 1 to this UX. The other thing that we're doing, this is, again, very early, no time frames, but we are looking at bringing Quick Reply to Mac, right? So Quick Reply has been available in Outlook mobile for a while. We are looking at bringing something similar to Outlook for Mac. So again, super easy. Allows me to just simply pick an email and then hit reply, thanks, and then send, and I'm done, right? So it's really quick, really easy. You don't have to, if you don't want to open a new email compose, you can just act on your emails right here in your mail main module. Switching over to calendar. So I'll switch over to calendar. So again, as Kathy mentioned, we are going module by module, but we are also looking at calendar. So in the calendar, this is again very early, kind of early days for us, where we are doing things where we are updating the calendar grid header. We are kind of making it easier for you to navigate between weeks. We are building a new control here that kind of allows you to just very quickly switch between work week or month view. We have a new weather widget that we're working on that will, just easy way to kind of look at what's the weather like at your current location. The same event card that you saw on My Day is also available here. So the event card with the quick actions that you saw in My Day are also available here. Again, even with this, you can easily click on something and you can see who's accepted, who's declined. So attendee tracking is coming to event cards in the calendar module. The other areas that we're kind of still working through, again, early days for us, is we are working on side nav improvements. So the side nav today in Outlook for Mac can tend to get a little cluttered. So we are working through improving and kind of cleaning the taxonomy of the side nav. And this is also where we're working through kind of bringing a similar experience on Mac as exists on other Outlook endpoints. So there'll be sort of a familiar calendar interface in Mac that you have in Outlook for Windows, so on and so forth. The other thing that I wanted to kind of quickly walk through, the next thing is calendar sharing. So we've heard from our customers that calendar sharing in Outlook for Mac can get complicated. The permissions model is complicated. So if I want to share my calendar with Kathy, it's hard for me to do so. It's the permissions dialog that we had was very complicated. The permissions dialog that we had for calendar sharing was not what you saw in Outlook for Windows. So calendar sharing is an improvement that's rolling out across all endpoints. It's coming to Mac too. And it's just made it much easier for me to now share my calendar with someone or to see someone's shared calendar. So in this example here, I have Harry who's shared his calendar with me. And all I have to do really is hit accept. And it'll add Harry's calendar to my calendar view. That's it, it's done. Now if I switch to the calendar module, I see Harry's calendar right here. So it's super simple, used to be a lot more complicated, and it's the same permissioning model that exists in Windows. It's now coming to Mac also. Moving on, some of the other things that we're doing is, again, so as Kathy kind of talked through, the search updates that are happening across Outlooks, those are also coming to Mac. We are working on a centered search, an improved search experience. You see your recent suggestions, same as Windows, it's also coming to Mac. So over here, I see my most 3 recent searches. I see my most 3 recent contacts. So for instance, as an example, let me search for email, all my emails from Harry. I get everything from Harry, but it's only searching in my inbox. So if I wanted to expand the search and go to all inbox and all subfolders, much easier for me to do that in this new experience versus the old ribbon. So here I just select subfolders, and I see one new email that's sitting in a subfolder over here in emails from Harry, not Henry. The other thing this is already rolled out to production, but it's part of the new search experience is like the keyword highlighting is coming to the search experience. We are also working on advanced search. So this is an area we have not touched just yet, but we know there are power users use search a lot. Search is a very central tenet in Outlook now going forward. So we are going to be working on improving the advanced search functionality, giving the power of search and like a name value based search system right here in Outlook for Mac. So that's also coming. Let's see. The other thing that I wanted to walk through really quick is the new people card. So just like in other this is rolling out again across all Outlook endpoints. It's also coming to Mac. We have a new people card experience. So this is also called the live persona card. It's just a richer card. It's the same experience that you'll get on Mac that you'll also get on mobile. It's coming to, it's on the web already. And like a cool feature of this is just allows me to navigate the org really quick. So if I wanted to see who Harry reports to, it's just very easy for me to kind of navigate up the org, go right up to Adam, for instance, see who's Adam's peers. So it's just a very fast, fluid way to navigate the org and get details about the person I'm interacting with. The other thing that we are working on in this new user experience is personalization, right? So we want Outlook for Mac to be personal to you. So it's not just customize the way the commands are laid out, but things like translucency and contrast, right? So I love translucency, and I love effects that Mac OS has where I can kind of see the background wallpaper shine through, but that's not everybody doesn't like translucencies. So we want to kind of build a personalization story in Outlook for Mac. So just as a quick example, again, this is super early. This is not what it's going to really look like. But if I wanted to switch off translucency, I'm just going to switch it off. It's rebooting Outlook now, but when we are done, it won't actually reboot Outlook. And here's a view of Outlook with no translucency. So again, with personalization, we want to play with things like you can choose contrast, translucency, information density, what commands you want on your toolbar, how do you want your reading pane layout. Maybe you don't like the reading pane at all, you're just a single message list person. We'll have options for that. So we are working through that also. I'm just going to really quick switch back to full translucency. All right. So real quick, boot back into full translucency. Let's see. The other thing, really quick, I forgot to point out is with a concept like My Day, one of the things we've realized very early is that we are starting to pack a lot of information into Outlook, right? For instance, if you're looking at a big email, you want to be able to read it without the clutter of My Day. So we are looking at ways in which we can sort of have this panel turn on and off. So for now, what we have is just a simple switch here that allows you to turn off My Day if you don't want it for a while. Read your email, and if you want it back, you click here, and My Day comes back, right? So again, this is sort of in line with the theme of personalizing Outlook for Mac for you. We are working with various ways in which you can turn panels on and off, and choose what information you want on what modules. So that's the new UX. Just to summarize, this is again, early days. We don't have timeframes for this yet. And also the other thing is, along with this new UX, we are also, so there's two parts to this effort. There's the UX, but we are also working on the underlying architecture of Outlook. So as Kathy mentioned, one of the things that we've heard from our customers time and again is reliability and sync, right? Like we have sync issues and reliability issues. So we are also working on a sort of a more underlying overhaul of Outlook from architecture perspective, which we're not ready to talk about just yet, but it is in the works. And we feel combined that the updated architecture along with this new UX is the right direction. The architecture change in this new UX also sets us up to kind of bring in more new features from Windows, from other endpoints rather quickly to the Outlook endpoint. So moving on, I'm going to switch off the new UX. I'm going to go back to the current Outlook. So it quickly boots back. I'm back in the old familiar Outlook for Mac. So again, giving users the choice. If you want to try out the new UX or go back to the old UX, they can do so. Moving on through the demos, the next demo I have for you guys is we've heard from IT admins on major enterprises that there are challenges in deploying Outlook for Mac through their Mac user population. How do they, like IT admins want control of how they can configure Outlook for Mac, pre-configure, have users literally open up their MacBooks, get a new MacBook, open up their MacBook, and it's already pre-configured with the right settings with their account, so they don't have to go through a first-run experience. It's just all set up. So we've been working on configuration and deployment improvements. And so let me start that demo for you guys. So for that, I'm going to actually quit Outlook. I'm going to really quick create a new profile here. Set this as my main profile. Okay, so all I've done here right now is I have created a new instance of Outlook with no account, right? So so imagine now you've just booted up your machine and Outlook is not started yet, but there's no account syncing down to Outlook. So next I'll open up a terminal window. I'll also open up these shell scripts here. So the way this works is through whatever MDM solution you have, whether it be Jamf or another MDM solution. Essentially, you can deploy Mac profiles to the user's Mac OS, and the profile basically writes these plist values. So I'm going to write two plist values here. First one is Office auto sign-in. So this is just telling Outlook to just use the creds that are stored in the keychain that were used for the Office activation when you activated Outlook. And then the second one is set the default domain or email address to use in this instance. So I've written two plist values. And what Outlook's going to do now is now when I boot Outlook up, and imagine this is a new user, first boot to Outlook, opens up Outlook, and boom, there you go. They didn't have to do anything. Their account synced. And the configuration and management settings that we're working on, they're already in inside of Fast. There's a slide coming up. I'll quickly go through. There's a link to the configuration and deployment plist values that we've already put out there. So we are working on kind of rolling out a series of these configuration values that IT admins can set. And you can turn things off. You can turn off things like signatures. You don't want your users editing their signatures. You can do that. You can do things like hide the My Computer folders, things like that. So it's just making our IT admins' lives easier as they deploy Macs out in their ecosystem. And two more real quick demos. One is OneNote. So OneNote integration is also coming to Outlook for Mac. So if I wanted to do this, let's say I wanted to send an email to OneNote. All I have to do is select the email, open up my OneNote add-in, choose where I want to put this email, hit save, and I'm done. So that's just saved this email into whatever section I had in OneNote. So this is also add-in that's coming to Outlook for Mac soon. And then for the last demo that I have, I'm going to actually switch over to my second laptop. All right. And coming soon to Outlook for Mac for Mojave is dark mode. So we are working on dark mode. It's coming out later this year. Yeah, and we're excited. Cool. And then moving back to slides. OK, so a real quick summary of, so I kind of went through a whole bunch of things that are coming to Outlook for Mac. The awesome part about this is everything that you see on the left, the configuration and management work, the calendar sharing improvements. I didn't demo third time zone, but we're adding third time zone support to the calendar grid. The event cards with attendee tracking, the new people card, updated OneNote integration, actionable messages, adaptive card framework, which I didn't demo, dark mode, and CLP and secure email. All of these are coming to Outlook for Mac later this year. So sometime in Q4, we should be lighting all of these up in Insiders. And again, work that is in progress. It's going to take much longer, but we are being iterative and being careful about how we do this, is the user experience update. Awesome. So that's all I have. With that, I'll hand this over to Amanda to talk about Outlook for Windows. Yeah. Yep. You want to go to?
I'll leave it on 5. It's fine.
5? OK.
And then I just want to get this one closer.
Do you want I can unplug this one if you want. Okay. There you go.
Hello, everybody. My name is Amanda. I'm a lead PM on the desktop Outlook team. And I promise that I am from the product team, even though I missed the memo on the hoodies today. They actually let me in here. So I have a few things. I'm going to actually start with a demo to share just some of our features here. Sorry, let me switch over to the right machine. All right, so I've set this up. This is a demo machine. These are, again, some of this is early stuff. Some of it is staged and already rolling out. And some of it is in production or in development still. So it could be much, much earlier of a site. So the first thing I wanted to go through was talking a little bit about search. So all of Outlook, actually, has been heavily invested in search over the last year. We had a lot of feedback about search reliability and speed, and so we've taken a lot of time sort of collecting data, collecting feedback, poring over that, and making improvements everywhere we could. At this point, we've seen improvements both in the speed, so the performance of search, the reliability of it, and at this point, we've now got more features in search than we've had ever before. In particular, one of the things we're very proud about is looking at the speed. So we're collecting a lot of telemetry about how long it takes for the results to return when we do a search. At this point, we have actually measured that we are twice as fast as we were 6 months ago. So these are things that we'll continue to work on and to continue to try to get better, but we're proud of the fact that we've been taking such a data-driven approach to it and that we have seen real tangible results coming in. So I'm going to walk through just a few of the features in search that I alluded to earlier. So the first one I wanted to go through is a spelling thing. So, and I have to be very deliberate about misspelling something, which is harder than you would think. So this, I'm trying to type marketing, but I forgot the I, and I did my search here, and now it is calling out to me, did you mean marketing? So this is looking at the fact that I had a word that was close. It knows I have results if I were to search for marketing, so it's making a suggestion to me that I probably wanted to go there. And this is based on both the spelling and also knowing what's in your inbox. For instance, I tried demoing this on my own machine, and when I misspelled Microsoft, I was very surprised at how many results came up of internal emails where we indeed had misspelled Microsoft. So it didn't give me a suggestion at that point. But in this case, marketing, and I'm in my demo machine here, there is nothing with the misspelled marketing, so it knows I probably made a mistake. And I can click on that, and there come up the emails that do have marketing. This feature in particular is currently at Insider Slow, so it is poised to come out into production very soon. And some of you who are on Inside Ring might be seeing this now, I would assume. The next thing I wanted to show was the top results. And we've done this in a few of the demos here. But so I'm going to type Northwind, which is the name of a project in here. And you'll see, let me scroll down so you can see more of it. But these results here at the top are labeled as top results, and it's basically elevated 3 of the results that it found up into what it thinks are the most relevant emails to me. You'll notice that those same emails are not duplicated down below, and this is nice because this machine doesn't have as many emails, so you can quickly actually identify that. So they're only seen once, so it's less confusion about seeing it below and wait, was this a different piece of the thread or what was it? We're trying to make sure that basically all of those date-driven, everything that you would have got when you did the result before is always returned, and then we're just taking some of those and elevating them to the top. Now, the way this happens is there's definitely, again, all of the investments we've made in the search service in the back end, there's an algorithm that goes through and based on basically, your most contacts that you're interacting with, the relevance of the keywords in that email, how many hits it has in that thread, whether, for instance, maybe you put 3 keywords in, and you could find a lot of emails that may have 1 or 2 of them, or maybe even 3, but finding the exact phrase that has all 3 in the same order that you typed it in, that's going to raise its relevance in the algorithm. So it's kind of going through and picking out the 3 that were determined to be the most relevant out of the set that came back from the date-sorted results. This feature right now is at Insider's Fast, so it'll be kind of staged behind the spelling suggestions that we had, but yet again, is making its way out to production. It's something that should be out relatively soon. The next search feature that I'm going to show is, so here I am actually typing a person's name that I work with. I get a suggestion here for an individual, and when I click on that, we get this little round bubble here that is showing an entity of a person. We also bring up down here the people she's called out there as well, which has an easy link to actually see the people card up next to it. The nice thing here is I'm actually able to see her status right there in the search. I'm seeing all the mails, which I only have 1 from this individual because, again, it's a demo machine. But these are all the mails that are from her are showing up automatically. I can tell if she's online or not because of the presence. I can quickly IM her here or check out her org because the contact card is quickly accessible. And the nice thing about sort of this visualization here is that it gives a quick visual representation of the fact that we have recognized this person's name string as a person entity. And so instead of just typing in a name as a keyword, now we're actually saying that, no, we recognize you're searching for this person, this individual, and we're doing the query based on from her. So this one in particular, this is completely in development. In fact, only the core team actually has this at the moment. But this is something that, besides bugs that we're working out and things, of course, and trying to get the experience and the visuals correct, this is something that will be coming out again soon. So it's sort of the thing that's the least or the furthest far back in the pipe that we've got. So those were the search features that I wanted to show. Again, we are heavily invested in search. We're trying to increase both performance, I guess still, even though we're twice as fast as we were 6 months ago, but trying to get that even better. You'll notice here we have sort of the search service, measuring out how long it took to return the results. We're collecting all that telemetry. We look at why, we look at what was happening, and we're constantly looking to iterate on that to improve the performance further. The other things that Kathy already talked about with like the moving of the UX to the top and the coherence across the Office apps, those are other things that of course are still in the works, but this is definitely a big investment area for us. Now I'm going to switch gears a little bit and demo some document sharing scenario. So we've made some improvements. So here I'm going to draft an email, and let's go ahead and email Delia again. And in this case, I'm going to attach a Cloudy doc. So I've got this financial report in here that I want to share with her. It is saved up in OneDrive, and I attach it. So you'll see there what it was doing basically was going up to OneDrive, confirming the name and getting all the information about it, and also seeing what the permissions were. So in this case, Delia is in my org. The permissions on this one are organization can edit, so I'm not getting any tool tips about or policy tips about the fact that she won't be able to edit or see it or anything like that. And so this is basically pulling that data from the SharePoint site to be able to see what are the permission levels for that specific document based on the senders that are in my email. Now what I'm going to do here is the change that we've actually made. So I've already preloaded this, but this is the SharePoint Admin Center. Okay? And I'm going to refresh it just because it tends to cache out the credentials if I don't keep fresh. So you can see here, the reason that we got that org can edit, just to switch back, the reason that it actually said org can edit on this email back here is because of this setting here. So I've set this to internal, so only people in your organization, and edit. So that's the default right now. Now I'm going to, because I have admin privileges here, I'm going to switch this over to view. I want this to be a little bit more restrictive. I don't want everyone to be able to edit the documents when they're sent around, so I'm going to switch it over to view and click OK. And hopefully the credentials all worked. Yes, OK, that looks promising. And now I'm going to switch back. Let's remove this one. Because once it's cached it for the attachment, it's sort of locked that in. But if I attach that same document again, I'm going to the annual financial report, and I'll attach it again as a link. And here it is resolving, and here it's switched over to organization can view. So you see I've made it more restrictive, and instantaneously, from then on, whenever that document is attached, it's actually respecting the admin settings that were up on the SharePoint Admin Center. I'm going to switch out of this, actually, and go back over to the slides. OK, that was quick. So just a couple things, they're still in progress. So I demoed it showing you attach file, so actually like going through the attachment UI. We're making similar improvements to the insert link user experience as well. So in particular, you can kind of see in the back end when you are working on an email, in body you paste in some big link, and it's pasted in the big multi-line URL. We've all seen this. And so the changes that are in the works right now, and in fact some of these are already live in OA where you can actually see them there, but they'll also be coming to desktop, is to, whenever we get these big links like this that are to a OneDrive document or something, we'll resolve those into these, what we call a beautiful little attachment card in there. So you can see that in line in there, there's actually the reference to the Word doc rather than the link. And it's just got the name and then the little icon for being a Word doc. Again, this is just like you would see in OA today if you went there. The other thing we'll be working on is making sure that the permission status for that link is called out. So we don't have this yet. We did it, like I said, we did it for the attached file, making sure that we're respecting the admin privileges, but bringing that same thing to the links, and then making sure that when there is a discrepancy between the senders that are on that email and the permissions provided for that document, that we'll call it out there and provide a clear way. You can see here even in this mock-up, and of course this is early artwork, but being able to call out exactly what the discrepancy is and why there's a conflict in the permissions compared to the document. So this is, again, early stuff, but you can see it in OA, and it's coming to desktop soon enough as soon as we work out everything. So the next thing I wanted to talk about a little bit is some improvements that we've made for Outlook cache mode on non-persistent environments. This has been actually a big source of feedback for us over the last year. Lots of pain. We recognize that it's been a big pain point for a lot of folks that are migrating. And we've been having feedback across Office, actually. This isn't just Outlook, but Outlook in particular had some things that were making it very difficult. And because we recognize that people are spending so much time in it, and that's, they get to a new desktop, and the first thing they're trying to do is communicate or connect with people. And so Outlook and the way that it was functioning in these environments was particularly painful. So there's a couple things that we've done just recently to try to improve the scenario here. There's two improvements for desktop in particular. The first is we've changed the order in which we sync down the data coming from your Exchange mailbox in an effort to make sure that you're able to see your new mails faster. So a lot of times before, some of the calendar data was pulled before we actually got to the new mail. And we have recognized that the first thing you do is come into your inbox, and you need to see the new mail that has come in soon. And that's sort of the scenario is somebody's trying to get on quick and go, what's my new state here? So we've changed the order in there, which sounds simple, but was much more complicated than it sounds. The other change that we're bringing to desktop is downloading less calendar data. And so there's an option for you to be able to change the amount of data that's coming in, and so you're able to basically see your current and your upcoming events much quicker rather than waiting for the entire thing to sync back and to get the whole state back there. So this I'm just touching on very briefly. For some people who this matters to, it's an extremely important thing. It just doesn't apply to everybody. But these were two big investments for desktop. And I'm going to add here that there are deep dives particularly on what we have done across Office and Windows and Outlook in order to work. The first session there, the Office and virtual desktop environments, that's a very important one if you want to see it all up, how Office is making improvements in these scenarios. And the other three are sort of talking all up across Microsoft. So these are the most relevant sessions that might be good. Okay, now this is something that's very hard to demo, or even being able to illustrate on such large screens. I went through quite a bit of pain to get something that actually showed this in a meaningful way and didn't make it look worse. So you may not even get what I'm talking about here, but basically, in the past, if you used multiple monitors, you may have seen that when you drag Outlook across from one monitor to the other, it may look good in the first screen, but on the second screen, it degraded and made it look a little blurry and fuzzy, okay? This is something that, good, I'm glad some people, so this is something that a lot of people look at and they're like, I don't even see the difference. But for the people who do, and depending on your eyesight and the screens that you use and the size that you're looking at, it actually was a huge pain for the people that could see the difference. And we had, honestly, feedback coming in, people, I can't use your app, it's causing me migraines. Like, it was actually causing physical pain for people. And again, I put this up, and even people on my own team, I can't see the difference. Well, no, there is a difference. So we've actually changed it now. So this is the same monitor that these screenshots are from. One is with DDPI disabled on the left side, and then with it enabled on the right. So you can see that it crisps it up, and it looks much darker and richer and much more solid. So one of the reasons I'm calling this out, and I'm glad you guys applauded and appreciate the change, I just wanted to sort of underscore for us, this was a huge undertaking, and it seems simple, and I know when we first put this out and when people were starting to use dual monitors, it was like, this is a bug, why wouldn't you fix it? I remember a lot of feedback coming in about this. And it seems so like, yes, just respect the new setting when you go over here, just recognize it. It ended up being one of the largest rewrites for desktop Outlook history. Like, this was a huge thing. Across Office, Windows, Outlook, this was through all layers of the code to be able to actually accomplish this, so just recognize the amount of work that we had to put in there. And it was a rather, a precarious sort of change to make. It was not sort of a surface cosmetic thing that might be expected. So I just wanted to call out the amount of effort that went into it. So this is a quick slide. This is an internal slide that we have. This is talking about how we view the value of Outlook. And we're just trying to give you sort of an inside glimpse of how we talk about our own product. And so if we when we have reviews with Bill Gates, this is how we frame the value that we bring to customers and how we recognize our value. So we have sort of the three workloads, and you'll recognize that this is sort of the three, like on mobile, these are the three that are right across the footer, right? These are like how we see it. It's the mail, the connecting, searching, organizing, and getting things done, and the calendar. And this is why we elevate these three things to the top and keep that consistent across all of our endpoints, is that we recognize that these are our core value that our customers use. And then how we have sort of these pillars here that are at the bottom. So the best of Office 365, this is like going back to like, Doc Collab and how we function with the other Office apps and being able to have a coherent experience, search results being the same across all, being able to recognize and function on those Word documents in the same way, having your MRU when you attach something being the same that it was when you were in Word looking at your MRU. So this is basically functioning the best that we can within the Office 365 system and making sure that we're representing the most value to our customers. Secure and manage with ease. We touched a little bit, Vivek went over some of the security features in his demo. There's also other sessions that I'll get to at the end that include some more about the security improvements that we're making, but we value the security of our product deeply. And then stay organized and plan ahead, the calendar. We'll again have another session on calendar deep dive. You've seen some of the changes already with the Mac stuff, but we do have another session that is going to touch on Outlook calendar investments all up. And then again, intelligence that works for you. This is, again, you saw all the search stuff that we're doing there. There's a bunch of things as far as like people suggestions and being able to find new conference rooms and meeting times that are going to work for you. So all that's intelligence we're putting behind it, trying to make it quicker and easier for you to be able to connect, to send things out, to find a relevant meeting time that works for everybody in your room. This goes back even like, there's been other demos, and I'm sure you may have seen this already, but all of the like being able to schedule time across people outside your organization and suggest times and being able to take votes on these. These are all just trying to make the connections and the setting up meetings quicker and easier for everybody involved. All right, and we've got a few more Outlook-related sessions that we just want to call out for everybody. So important things to note just here. So these are all the Outlook ones. Some of these have already passed. The bottom one in particular is a panel we're having tomorrow afternoon. We'll have a number of Outlook experts from all of the endpoints there, including mobile. And I think are both okay. So that is where we will be accepting questions. We'll have some time probably after this for questions, but that is where we would hope people would come and we can talk about much more deeper questions at that point. You'll also see that there's the calendar one is also tomorrow afternoon, I think. Oh, excuse me, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., where Jen and Julia will be going over calendar improvements. And then we had the groups one, which also goes into groups improvements. That was yesterday, but that's all endpoints and stuff. So those will be probably some more valuable ones. And there's a lot of mobile specific too, but those are the sort of Mac and desktop ones. And then similarly, we have an exchange-related session. So some of these are a little more peripheral, but of course, obviously related to Outlook, be useful. And for those folks that have waited till the end here, so we have, and if you've been going to Outlook sessions all week, this is probably familiar, but we have 50 copies of this book that we'll be giving out to the first 50 folks who hit that link right now. And we will send you an ebook. So try it now, and 50 of you shall win an ebook for free. As this is apparently a $40 value that would be very nice. So go ahead and try that. And that is the end of our session.